currently being capped here. Let's see what next fight. You're working with Major Nelson as well, and Richard Sherman, as well as one cheesy Boba, great name. Rondo using the SM. Like the match that is taking place, all the players, when you can see the explosions happening throughout the battlefield, it's all there. And then when you spawn in, you actually swoop into it. Good stop there. And again, trying to see who's that. Dude 449.
Yeah.
So it's only Dude 49.
Oh, can he take it? Oh, he got the assist. He got the assist. I mean, you were going back. Let's go back to the spawn screen. It gives you a feeling like where you're zooming in, you're a lot more aware of what's going on around you because you can see the explosion. You can see that player moving. If an enemy's spotted up, then it gives you the chance to maybe switch where you might want to spawn, so you don't die as soon as you jump in.
Yeah, actually it's a really just cool looking moment too when you swoop into that site. But here we go, over to Matt's perspective here. He's just
going in with the SMG, nice close quarters weapon.
Online, man, getting the troops in. Here we go. So this is the spawn system. You just swoop right into it and you go right into the vehicle, like, or wherever you decide to go. It is so cool.
That was just awesome to see. I mean, that kind of mechanic, I mean, the spawn screen is one of the most valuable things you can look at because you can really help change the way the battle's moving. And if you can see all that information in front of you, it's so much more helpful.
There are a variety of, items that you can use, as well, gadgets that you'll see players use. I think we saw the anti-vehicle grenade just a little while ago. Back over to the spawn again. And
with Major Nelson here.
Yeah, Major Nelson.
See what he can do.
Leading the troops. Actually, I think this is Rival X. I think this is X-Factor.
I think it's X-Factor.
No offense to Larry. Love Larry to death. Good friend of mine. I just haven't seen Larry move like this in quite a while. So I don't know if that's Major Nelson. But here comes the airship, Westy.
This is the special bit. So what you've got is an extremely powerful piece of weaponry right here. Is it the British Army have got this one right now?
Yeah, so because of that, the way it works essentially is that you want to look at it as when the team is down, it's that last-ditch opportunity, that last effort to be able to get back into the game. And the airship, if used properly, can cause a lot of damage. It is an incredible piece of weaponry, a behemoth, if you will.
I mean, obviously, though, it's a huge target. As we can see, it's getting shot already. So it's not something that you're likely to miss in the sky, but all that power right there, if you were down and you needed to take a couple of flags back in Conquest, this could give you the power to do that. You can absolutely obliterate people with the guns that are on it. Infantry don't stand a chance, so it really is the last ditch, but you could turn things around.
The point just landed right in front of us. And
maybe you with that sniper rifle trying to take people out like 100 yards, 200 yards away, that might not be able to happen anymore. Unless you're a skilled player, then maybe you're just godly with a sniper rifle. But look at this player here.
Only about what he was just getting. Is he done?
I think he probably.
It looked like he was getting rocked. Just open.
Look, that was fantastic.
That was some great shots there, and that was the field gun. And that thing is just brutal. And another gun that I actually haven't had a chance to even try out. What was actually used, Correct. So there's a lot of cool, different kind of gameplay elements there. All in the interest, most importantly, of fun gameplay.
Teams this time. Teams.
All right. Well, let's see. Hopefully they could pull out the W here.
Well, obviously we've seen a lot of weapons here so far. We've seen gadgets and things, but maybe people don't know all the weapons that are on offer. So, first of all, you've got semi-automatic rifles. You've also got SMGs, LMGs, shotguns, sniper rifles, and you've got some pistols in there as well. So there's a full set of weaponry, just like you'd expect from a Battlefield game.
Yeah, we were talking about it before just a little bit. The gadgets, you're going to see anti-vehicle grenades for the assault, trip mines for the support, as well as ammo bags for the support.
Correct.
You're also going to see the medic bag and the revived syringe, which you may have caught a couple times in some of the videos for the medic position. And then you have the signal flare, which spots enemy for the assault. And we haven't seen rocket gun be used just yet, but essentially what it is, it's exactly as it sounds.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a rocket gun, but in order for you to fire it, you have to go prone.
Or you can set it up behind cover, and then you can use it as a resting point, and then you fire it. It really does have some extreme power behind it as well. So if you can use it effectively, you've got the opportunity to do some serious damage.
And then the last thing I want to talk about are the anti-vehicle rounds.
Yes.
From this type.
I actually had a chance to use these earlier when we were setting up the gameplay arena, and well, you could. I damage to vehicles with your sniper rifle, but you have to sacrifice your weapon really because you change and you move from vehicles. Now, obviously, it's nowhere near as effective as like the anti-tank grenade, but you've still got the opportunity as a scout class to, or just honing in on a gunfight there, but you have the opportunity to maybe help your team take down a vehicle. You could take it down if it had a little health left, but you still feel like you've actually got a chance in that fight between you as one infantry player and a massive tank.
And I have to say, man, X Factor has been so impressive. He's been a one-man army going for the tanks, going for the close-range gameplay, not even playing some range. Just look at the way that he is absolutely lighting up the other team. They are approaching him from all angles, and he is holding it down. I believe this is his teammate as well. No, that was not. Evidenced by that there. So that was 249 coming in. Yeah, and also I just want to highlight something too. So you guys may have noticed that you see a couple doors, scattered about. And here's the good news. There's this really cool and a good revive there. Nice.
Nice to see.
That was going to be Matt there with that revive. So I just want to note one of the coolest things that they added in Battlefield 1. Can charge right through that door and say, "Is Johnny." That's awesome. I love it.
You don't have to stop at the door anymore, which is actually a limitation of some of the older games where you have to wait for the pop-up to come up and then you could open the door again. You could, of course, blow the door off and then not have that option, but now you've got literally just charge straight through it, full speed, you don't have to slow down, and the enemy doesn't have that chance to get away anymore.
Great shots there.
A little bit of a bombing run.
Ooh, nice. Not bad. And again, there are so many great players here, from guys who come from the Battlefield community, popular content creators, and of course, our celebrities that are here playing today. So you're seeing just a diverse mix of skill here, but what's really cool and always impressed me is air handling, man. I can't control a plane to save my life. It is like the saddest thing. I did it. I said I could it. I took myself up. Wesley, please. I don't know what to do here, man.
Well, looking at this, we were looking actually at a semi-automatic rifle there. You have to load every single bullet for those bullets, so maybe you want to switch to your sidearm. It might be a little bit more helpful in that situation.
Yeah, the sidearms too, they have a lot of kick to them as
yeah,
well.
Definitely.
In previous Battlefields, I would be able to whip up the sidearm and get some reasonable shots at a distance. This time around, though, not the same thing. That gun has a lot of kick to it, as do a lot of the weapons in this game. They have a lot of kick. A lot of different bullet drop and bullet drag. There's just a lot of different gameplay mechanics at play here. And also, you had mentioned before, or you alluded to it, Wes, you pointed to me, the airship has arrived.
Yeah, it's coming back in again, so we might get a shot of that in a minute. And actually, what we should do is maybe just go into a little bit more about the airship and maybe see if we can show you some of the power that it possesses. Because it would be good to see like people firing off some of those shots, showing what damage it does on the ground. Be interesting to see.
Feels bad, man. No, it's typing
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Great.
And one thing that I think we will mention about this airship is that it is fully controllable by the player. Now, in the past, you might have noticed some of the bigger objects in Battlefield games, but this one is fully controllable by the player. So all that power, you can take it wherever you like. But obviously, it's a huge object in the sky. It's not like you can turn around in a couple of seconds. So if you want to go somewhere, you better pick that out in your head just as you start using it and then head for it. Don't change your mind, because it takes a long time for it to move around. And you could obviously get taken down by that point and not be as effective.
You picked up that mounted machine gun there.
Yeah.
Visibility, right? A lot of these weapons, even like some of the armor that you see back then, because they actually wore full armor in World War I.
Yeah.
It was insane, right? Especially the weaponry that was at play at the time. But it was like just the concept of running lack of visibility that you have. It's a trade-off for such a powerful weapon.
Correct. That's something that you will know all the way through Battlefield 1. Even looking at it here, you can see this tank's just pushing its way on through, but there are certain areas where you're like, right, well, I've got to try and get this tank out of a tiny little gap that I've got myself stuck in. It can't turn very quickly, it can't move very quickly, so you really need to be ready for the situation. You've got to learn how things really work. Like the semi-automatic rifles, for example, once you fire all those shots, you've got to individually reload, where an SMG might be better because you just pull out a magazine and pop another one in, away we go. there's all these different like sort of intricate little things here that will come into play. And I think that because it's still the Battlefield game that you know, but it's just a little bit different. And it's a little bit, I think it feels better.
It's guys, I'm not even kidding, this game.
People thought that was the best way to do things. We'll get it top loaded so it's easier to fit a new magazine in. Oh well, but it's right in the middle of my face. So no, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Now, of course, we have just an update to the score there. It seems like the German Empire is doing a really good job continuing to rack up points. We have just under, I believe, like 3 minutes or 4 minutes for this game before it concludes. And a great run here with the plane. Does a substantial amount of damage there, coming back in for another run. And there's a lot of things that we can cover about this game. You can even see it in here, actually, when X Factor was looking at it. You can see that wherever there's an explosion, right?
Oh, we got taken down.
That's unfortunate. Big Star, when a tank, explodes, right? When you shoot a shell into the ground, that ground now actually changes shape, right? It's fully deforming. Like you can just lower the ground a little bit to give yourself just a tad bit more cover. And now we're starting to see the rain come into play. So it started off as a beautiful sunny day in St. Quentin Scar,
And now it's raining.
oh, but rain is beautiful this time.
Well, I mean, like we were saying, this changes visibility. And for people like pilots in the sky, even like, you're having to drive through rain now, maybe you haven't quite got the visibility on that other plane that you were looking to try and take down. Perhaps you need to change up your tactics, try and take people down on the ground instead.
Here comes the rain, folks, and look at that sight.
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at all the background imagery as well. Look how far you can see. You can really see like the battle beyond what you're playing is going on in there as well.
That's actually pretty cool. That was a good shot. Way to go, production team. Good job. Good job.
The airship doesn't appear to have been damaged all that much. And again, it's the British Army that have got it. So
No, they're doing quite a bit of damage. As a matter of fact, you see those gondolas there, right? They actually host mounted machine guns.
Yeah.
You can shoot down those gondolas individually.
Yeah.
They will come crashing down on the ground. So there's just like carnage everywhere. Level cap though got shut down.
if you've got an extreme, well, if you think you've got good aim and you want to take the sniper rifle, it is actually possible to kill the people sitting in those gondolas without taking a aim. You can take them out from the air, or on the airship.
Oh, look how much damage is being done now.
Oh, it looks like it's about to go. Oh,
Yeah.
or is it just the front? Is it coming down?
It's coming down.
I think it's coming down again.
This is certainly not looking good for the airship. This was a UK airship here, and just the damage being done all the way in the distance. Look at that there, folks. All the way out there. This guy, he's Snowmountain's nowhere near it. But it doesn't matter. Look at that. It's still crashing in.
Completely down.
Oh, man.
But it comes down in a different position. It didn't come down there in the last game.
The farmland, man.
Yeah.
Think about the farm.
You've got a little bit jutting into some like the town area here, so you can see it's done some damage to the buildings, but it fell in a very different position, so it may not change that location as much as it did before.
Yeah, before it was like smack dab in the middle, right? I mean,
It was actually a very well placed one, considering I think the production team got a good shot at that one.
it was great.
Well, this guy's just biding his sign because there's an enemy tank out here.
And so, he has the tank grenade.
Yeah.
Oh, he threw it.
I might have cancelled it.
Yeah, he had to cancel.
Something that you will notice, look at the weapons here. Because it's raining, you've actually got water falling on the weapon. You can see it there on the magazine quite clearly, that it rests on the weapon. So all the visuals are changing as the weather changes. So not only can you not see as far, but the weapon that you're looking at, it actually has got rain all over it, just like you would expect if it was raining and you were outside.
Oh, gets the track. Oh, nice job there. Trying to get a pick here. Wiz Khalifa, though, is going to...
His face right there.
And here comes another bombing run and perspective from the plane.
First, that looks fantastic, doesn't it? Look, you can see all the movement in front there by the propellers. That's absolutely incredible. He hit the tree.
Oh.
I don't think he's quite got the